This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man ran.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, 331.
Yo, what's happening?
Hitting the Dougie song? Like, what's going on with you, brother?
You know, bro, I'm back in here 3 weeks in a row. You know, you got to dance when you.
He's streaking, man. You on streak. Let's go.
He's on a streak, and then he on his way to Miami in a few weeks.
Yeah,
Hey, turn up.
So I'm watching a press conference. I'm talking, and they was like, "You thought I was gonna be fat like that, like my lawyer over there?" And they panned over, and it was Carl. Carl said, "Now I'm on fire. That's a bad lawyer, bro. I've been crying, bro."
Oh, that's comedy. That's comedy.
I said, "Carl, we gotta get in the gym, baby. We gotta get in the gym.
That's comedy.
He'd be a wild boy.
Yeah, like damn, like how I catch a stray. He's like, I'm just sitting there, you know, I catch a stray.
Like the way he be, man. You never know who he coming after, boy. But now Down to the Wire 513, man. Make sure y'all tap in with everything Down to the Wire 513. See all social media scroll at the bottom.
Yeah,
Or as I always say, just Google is the easiest way to find us.
Yeah, merch at what? Down to the Wire 513.com site.
Yeah, we gotta update the merch, especially with summer here, pretty much here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we gotta update that.
Merch.
Say
Bro,
soon.
just so the people viewers know, if you see me looking this way, we got the game on. So like, you know, I am paying attention, but like, just I don't want you to think nothing weird's going on. But if I look that way, that's what's happening.
No, for sure.
Game one right now. And,
Game one.
Timberwolves. Great game started so far.
For sure. But before we get to the conference finals, you know, we got to go back and recap Game 7 from the past weekend.
Denver, what happened? Ryan, give me the rundown. What happened to Denver?
They choked, man.
Yeah.
They were really just choked. Honestly, Game 7 at home. They were the best team, I think, in the playoffs overall. Most consistent team, I think. Even over Boston. Boston is a little up and down. They just choked, though. I think what happened was they need to get a true point guard. I've been saying this for a couple years, too. I know it worked out last year for them, but Jamal Murray is not a true point guard.
Never has been.
You put ball pressure on him. You know, he's probably going to crack. Eventually, he's going to get flustered. You know, first half, he got off. Second half, locked that shit up. Had him in handcuffs. You know, I think that was the tail of the game. I think that first half of Jamal Murray killing him. Second half, Anthony Edwards taking that challenge and shut Jamal Murray down. He had the first half, he had like 24, I think. Second half, he only had 11. He finished the game 35. So he still had a game, had 35. But, you know, when you had 24 in the first half and you come out only to 11 in the second half, you had some crucial turnovers as well down a stretch. You know, that's big. And also, I think Mike Malone got out coached too.
Yeah, I got to pull my notes. I actually took notes from this game, so I remember for the show this past week. So I put the game back on in a minute. Put the game back on.
Look, what the hell? Go ahead, brother.
But so I got 3 takeaways from the game. I'm with you, Rand. I think Mike Malone got out coached. One, I think he panicked. He panicked too much by playing Jokic. Them in the whole game.
Basically, he sat for 1 minute.
1 minute, right? I think he panicked and got away from the strategy, which was a huge mistake. I think once they got up as much as 20. When you got up to 20, you got to find some minutes. You got to find some way to get Jokic some rest during that time. Now, if they started coming back, then you're getting back in the game. But you got to find some rest for your stars when you're up 20. So I definitely think he got out coached. It just came out for me. Also, it just came out to the others. I think Timberwolves others made shots when it mattered. We talked about it before the show. Our pre-show meeting about Michael Porter Jr. He struggled in Game 7 when they needed him most. He struggled. He struggled big time. Jamal Murray finally stepped up. He had a huge first half, but the second half he kind of went ghost. And Timberwolves, like I said, they just made shots. The guys just made shots from Jay McDaniels to that Rudy Gobert fadeaway.
Fadeaway was crazy.
Everybody was just making shots for the Timberwolves and helping Ant, because Ant struggled. And like I said, they did what they did was supposed to the star. And this Minnesota team, man, it kind of reminds me of it's not as iconic. I don't think Ant is on this guy's level yet, but it kind of reminds me of the 01 76ers. Granted, Ant doesn't have to do a lot offensively like AI had to do for the 01 team, but it just reminds me of the team. I went back to look at that Philly team was top 5 in defense of efficiency all year. Obviously, Minnesota was number 1 ranked this team. They got a 6th man of the year, defensive player of the year. Obviously, Ant was the MVP of this year, but he was MVP candidate. But this team just reminds me a lot of that 01 76ers team, and frankly, I think they got past their Lakers of this series. So I think Minnesota, man, they got a big good shot to win the championship. But those are my takeaways from Nuggets Bulls game 7.
Man, I think you all hit it right on the head. I mean, I think just not to be duplicative and on what you guys did, exactly what you guys did.
Duplicative. Whoa, duplicative. Hold on.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah,
nigga. Don't do that. Not to double down.
Okay.
Is that better?
Layman terms. I'm kind of slow here, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, you lawyer terms here now? Okay.
He said lawyer terms, he said duplicative. I'm weak, bro.
Y'all niggas, man. Anyways, sorry, not to double down. Yeah, I think he got out coached. I think, but I also think a part of it is the Nuggets got a little comfortable too. You the champs. It's like I've been in a position too where you just like you're supposed to win, and you kind of like, and I'm sure we all have being Hoopers, like where you just the top dog. And you like, oh, we got this. I ain't gonna worry, we got this, and before you know it, it's like, oh shit, we about to not have this no more. Yeah. I think there was a little bit of that too, where it was just overconfident or like, hey, we're gonna win. Y'all know we gonna win, right? We all been there before. Just like we gonna win, right? And then you kind of like put your foot on the pedal or take it off too much, and you end up losing. I think that's a little bit about what happened too, without just and then of course just echoing both the things that you guys said. And from the Timberwolves, they hit big shots and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up in third quarter. Like I seen they was up 20. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. Like
yeah, I turned it off.
I kept it on, but it was background noise, and I just kept glancing up, and I was like, okay, they could lead them 12. I look up, it's 4. Like, damn, what the fuck happened? And then I said about 4 quarters, I was like, okay, you got my attention. Like they back in it. But yeah, I mean, it just came out shot making. Really.
Maybe I got to stop doing that. That's like the third time I done turned one of these games off, and then I'm like, oh, hold on.
Today's NBA crazy, bro. You can come back from a 25-point lead like it ain't shit today.
You know what's crazy though? I found out after watching last night's game, not getting into it, that it's only been 3 overtime games the whole playoffs.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I believe that was the biggest Game 7 comeback in NBA history too.
Dang.
So yeah, shout out to the Wolves, man. They turned it up. Jokic too was shooting them threes, breaking them.
He was tired. He was tired, bro. I don't
want to keep shooting them threes, but yeah, he's definitely tired too. Again, that's on Coach Malone for leaving him out there, playing damn near every minute of the game. Yeah, man. I know they probably say like I'll say it's just a golden opportunity for them this year, just missed.
And I think you said it a few weeks ago too about Chris Finch and his philosophy, man. Obviously, the last team who kept the Nuggets from winning the championship obviously was us in the Lakers in the bubble, and we had 2 bigs who can play with them. Basically, Minnesota built their team around, and Nuggets said it.
Size.
They lost to a team that was built to beat them.
Yep.
So.
Size and length, man. Size and length. Like Ant said in his post game presser, they may not be all that on offense at all times, but on defense, man, they're gonna strap up and lock down, man. And Mike Malone just didn't trust his bench either.
Nope.
He didn't play Peyton Watson, who had a great series against us. Didn't play him at all in this game. I don't remember him getting in the game at all. I don't know if maybe we got anywhere. I wasn't paying attention to it, but
Damn.
I haven't paid once to get in the game at all.
Yeah,
And Brown played terrible too.
the entire bench played terrible. But I keep harping back to Minnesota. Like you can't give them enough credit. Like shout out to Nas Reed, obviously six man of the year, man. But like I said, Cat got in foul trouble late, came in, stepped up, and he sparked that comeback in the third quarter.
Yeah, he did. And shout out to Cat too, man, for playing good defense on Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cat played better defense on Jokic than Rudy Gobert played on Jokic the whole series. So shout out to Cat for that.
I gotta say, I'm happy to be wrong that Minnesota won because I thought that I thought Denver took their heart for sure. The last show I said I thought they took their heart. His layup package is still crazy. Sorry, Kyrie Irving. Layup package is crazy. But yeah, I thought they took their heart, and we here. So, I always respect. I like when the underdog comes out big.
Thanks. So
anybody but the Celtics, baby.
I'm with that.
Second game 7 that took place this past Sunday. Knicks Pacers. Pacers came went in the Madison Square Garden, got the job done handily.
Straight up.
He ain't wasn't even close. Like they left no doubt. Obviously Jalen Brunson went down in the third quarter with a fractured hand.
Game was over.
Yeah, by the end game was over. But although I ain't gonna lie, when they cut it down to 6, I was like, they
a little bit. I wasn't really believing because by that point, Brunson was already out by that point, right? He was already gone.
DiVincenzo was crazy.
I was like, yeah, it's over.
I just didn't think Indiana was gonna be able to keep shooting at a high clip, but they shot 67% for the game.
Man, they were shooting crazy. They were shooting, I think, in 70s in the first half. So crazy performance from Indiana. Came in clutch. Shout out to Tyrese Haliburton, came out aggressive. Like we mentioned it last week, he was too timid playing in the Garden. We mentioned it. Oddly enough, you talking about him playing in the Garden and how he wasn't playing like up to par in the Garden. He came out and put the team on his back in the first half. Came out strong, and I really showed them, hey, I'm here to play. And I think the team followed suit.
Facts. I mean, they said, and I think they finally showed in Game 7. Took them long enough. I don't know why it took them Game 7 to go back to their style of play. But they ran every chance they got.
Running down their throats, man. Pause.
Off a miss, off a make, they get the ball and pushing tempo.
Yeah, what you gonna talk about from last night's game? We're gonna talk about.
Oh man, I can't wait for that because.
But yeah, man, they are. That's why they had the highest rated offense in NBA history this past season because they run and they get the ball up quick. They get shots up quick, and all their players play their role, man. Down to the bench players, undrafted players that have on the bench playing their roles, man. So, well coached team. They have a point guard that's going to get the ball out and run and pass the ball and love sharing the ball. They all can shoot, so they're going to get out and run.
Yeah, I had thankful, man. I was like, is Mike D'Antoni coaching this team? Like this is the 7 second left offense. Like
seemed like it, man. Cheers, man. Gotta start running them guys to the ground too, man. Had OG out there with one leg, like bruh. He shouldn't even been on the court. I know he had like 6 points or 8 points, or even how many points he had. Should have been out there on the court.
They picked on him, like and they should have.
Rightfully so. Should have been out there on the court.
I think that hurt their camp. I think that hurt us for them to start the game. Obviously, Pacers still they shot the hell out of the ball, but I think that ruined the chemistry offensively for the Knicks because like he's been gone all series, out there on one leg. You could tell he couldn't move.
Yeah, you could tell he was dragging that leg, man. You could tell he couldn't run. He couldn't run. Like, bro, what are they doing playing this man? Y'all not evaluate him and warm ups and see that he can't move.
Tibbs don't care about that.
Like, I don't care if he's saying, yeah, I want to play. Bro, sit your ass down. You're going to be a liability to us. And he was. He scored, but they picked on him offensively, and they got them off to a high start.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, is Tibbs ever going to get held accountable for running these guys into the ground? Probably not. I mean, because he's winning. But
they're going to say this year, he didn't have a choice. Everybody got hurt. Yeah, that's the reason everybody got hurt. Oh, but look at the injuries. There are freak injuries. Yeah, but, if you look at these injuries were just, oh, yeah, Julius Randle fell on his shoulder. Okay. But maybe if he wasn't playing as many minutes as he's playing, maybe he'd have fallen short, or maybe he would have fucked up. Maybe he just would have been a little banged up. Maybe he would have got all the way, dislocated the way he got dislocated. Who knows?
And my thing is, everybody in the NBA made the NBA for a reason. They can get some minutes. Like
And
Alex,
that. They
yeah.
proved that.
Like Alec Burks, he should have been in regular rotation from the beginning of the playoffs to now. But Deuce McBride was already in there. But they what's the other guy?
Pachula or whatever, yeah, something like that.
He should have been getting, like, they got guys on the team, like they should have been at least give me 15 minutes a game.
Something.
At least.
Something.
So yeah, man.
Just crazy, man. I don't know what he be thinking.
I don't think he know what he's thinking half the time either.
Yeah.
I mean, that old school coaching mentality, but
old school mentality, man. But he's not gonna get held accountable because the players love him. The players gonna ride for him. So hey.
But we know he has a history of running guys into the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now, obviously talking about the Pacers advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, first time since 2004? Yeah, I think 4. When they lost to Detroit.
Sound all right. Yeah, sound all right.
Game 1 against Boston was last night.
Blew it.
Great game though.
Great game.
Gentlemen, for sure, gentlemen sweep. So that's a tough shot by Jaylen Brown, bro. That was a tough shot. I mean, I want to say something about the Pacers. No, I would have preferred him to get a hand up. But, I mean, that was a big shot, and it was good defense. He just, big players hit big shots sometimes.
Great defense, man. Great defense. I don't blame him for not contesting the shot with a hand up, because if you watch the OKC game the previous couple of days before, Shea tried to block, I forget who it was, shot, got the foul call, he challenged it, So I don't blame him. I thought it was great defense. I thought Jaylen Brown did a great job with the pump fake. Because at that point, if you pump fake, if he get the hand in there, he's gonna go up and try to get fouled anyway. So it's like, damn.
Right.
I don't know why Indiana didn't switch the play. I don't know why they didn't switch on defense. It made no sense to me. The last night was just, honestly, man. I know Rick Carlisle took the blame for it, and I give him some of the blame for it. I'll give him actually most of the blame for it. Of course, it's on the players too, but your players never been in this position before. They're young. It's a young team. You have to call timeouts, bro. Call timeouts.
Yeah.
You have to say things multiple times during the timeouts. Exiting timeouts. Say things multiple times. Hey, we can't get the ball in here. We got timeout. Call a timeout. Hey, switch on the screens, guys. Hey, whatever you want them to do, make sure you reiterate it heading out onto the court, bro. They're a young team. This is a conference finals. They're on the road. It's probably loud as fuck in there. Their minds probably scrambled to shit.
You say it ain't easy to play in that gym, bro.
It's not, man. So you gotta reiterate that to young guys, and you gotta I don't know if they obviously never practiced some of this shit, because even that last play when Nembhard threw it in to Pascal and it bounced off, went out of bounds. Like, what kind of play was that? What kind of out of bounds play was that? It was just terrible execution down the stretch from Indiana. That was the game they had to steal, man. You had Boston not really playing good. Like Jaylen Brown said, Tatum was asleep, especially in the fourth quarter. You got to win this game if you're Indiana, man. It's a terrible loss.
You know what? The game just kind of showed me, and maybe it's just it was a terrible loss, but Tyler, what's his name? Halliburton, Tyler Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah, that man can't really create his own shot at all. Like, it was the last play just resonates. It was a terrible shot with 5 seconds left on the clock. It's like, you could not get a better shot than that. Then he turns it over a few times in overtime. I just don't see his ceiling that high, at least not for me. I mean, I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong, but he's slow. He shoots a super shot, but I think he'll always do well in the regular season.
I'll probably disagree with that a little bit. I think he gets shot off well enough, even though a shot is very hitchy and ugly. But he get that bitch off. He was getting off when they was guarding him in the first half. He get that motherfucker off.
It's weird. It's weird. He got a set shot on his three, but mid range he jumps. That's
It's
I
super
mean, but
weird.
I just can't. I'm just not sold on him, man. I
I,
know he had a
He
great
definitely
season, but
ain't he definitely ain't your number one on the championship team. I don't think. But I think he can be definitely your number two or your number one A maybe, depending on who your number one is. I think he has all the intangibles. I think he wants to get guys involved. I think guys want to play with him. And he bring that fast pace, man.
last night, man. Obviously, y'all hit it on the head. They had to win that game, and once they went to overtime, I just know like it's over.
Yep.
Not and for me, not just the game. I think like the series is over. Like Indiana, they're going to win a game, maybe two, but I don't see them winning the series. Like I think they needed to win game one, put that pressure on Boston, in order for them to have a real chance to win the series. I mean, one Tyrese Halliburton in regulation, pushing. I think it was like 17 seconds left. What you pushing the ball up court, bro? Take your time, do the ball up court, push the ball up court. You dribble it out of bounds. Wasn't
Let
even
them
nobody
value.
guarding you.
Let them
Yeah.
value, bro. Let them value.
So right there, boom. Boston get a chance to tie the game again. They missed that, which led to the Nembhard inbound play. I'm with you to a T. Like one, you should have called timeout. But two, man, if you're Nembhard, bro, you have to know. And you granted first time in the playoffs, but he's been playing and he played in Final Four. He was one came from UConn, right?
I believe so.
He's been in big time pressure situations before. We're taught at a young age, right? You never inbound. You never throw the ball towards your own rim. You could have did anything else. Throw it towards your own basket. If you're stolen, it gets stolen. But you don't give them a inbound play under their own basket. Um, I'm with you, Rick Carlisle. I think you should have had Tyrese Halliburton or TJ McConnell taking the ball out. I don't think you should be putting them in that situation.
I even Pascal, somebody big, somebody tall.
Yeah. And then hell, even on the Jalen Brown play, I'm with you. One should have switched. Two, guard the 3-point line. Have everybody on guard and art. Let them if you only get a wide open two. Okay, a two doesn't beat you.
They can have it.
You can have it. You can time out, advance the ball. We got to make free throws. We be in this game. Everything that could have went wrong for Indiana in those last 20 seconds of the game did go wrong.
Drew Holiday was harassing him. Come here. Yeah, you can't turn the ball over right there.
And for a young team, even though they did it against the Knicks, because they got down 0-2 against the Knicks and still fought back and won the series. We know it's the deeper you go in the playoffs, the more pressure it gets. And like I said, I think that just woke up Boston. So I think like in game two, I expect Boston to come out and get an easy win, maybe like a double digit win. So I think that they're woke now. If anything, like I said, game one was the one they supposed to steal. Indiana, man, like if there was ever a time you put that Reggie Miller choke sign up, because that was a legendary choke job.
Legendary. And I agree. I expect Indiana. I mean, I expect Boston to come out and win by double digits, but I would not be surprised if they come out flat.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have Porzingis. I think they say he's out at least
Till game four.
for the first 4 games or until game 4, first 3 games or whatever they said. So it's going to be imperative for Indiana to try to win. I'll try to win the next 2. Like, you got to win. I'll try to win one. So I still the next one on the road in Boston. Try to win the first one at home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you can. This ain't New York. This ain't a banged up New York team. Like they can play. They can match y'all.
Yeah, they ain't got no 6 foot.
You might see that, bro.
They have several different guys that can score, and they're all a couple of them are 6'7" and high and taller. So it's like there's some niggas that are bona fide ballers. More than one.
Facts.
Just quick talk, because obviously Tatum ended up with 28 last night. 10 of those points came in overtime, which
big overtime points. Would
y'all agree to say right now for the I forget the award they give to the best player in the playoffs so far for the East, but I would say it would be Jaylen Brown, right?
I would agree.
Yeah, I would. They'll give it to Tatum though.
I think right now, I don't think you can make an argument for Tatum. I think Brown has hit the bigger shots. He's been more of the vocal leader for the team.
Consistent.
I think it's just Jaylen Brown. Tatum's definitely, I think, better than Brown, but Brown's been playing better. So,
Yeah, that's not the argument at all.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. But you know how it is when certain people. That's why everybody got so tripped out when they didn't get Steph that in Finals MVP. Yeah. We like what? Like what? Yeah. Come on now. It's a little different because Jaylen Brown is obviously better than Iguodala, but you know what I'm saying.
But still, yeah, you're right.
Well, what does that say or do anything in Boston? Like say if Brown is the one to be obviously he's gonna win the playoff. We think he's gonna win a playoff award, and let's say he goes and wins the final MVP. Does that do anything in Boston, or does that?
I don't think so, because I mean he already got the bag. He already got the mega bag. He got $300 million.
Right.
Ray Taylor gonna get his money this summer, so
right.
Hey, I'm just the one who did it this year. Next year it's gonna be JT tickets.
Yeah, facts. I don't trust JT in the playoffs though.
That's what I would say if I'm Jaylen Brown. I don't think it'll do anything if he ends up being the one that gets the playoff awards.
Well, I know the media is gonna probably blow it out of proportion.
Probably will. I think Tatum would just be happy that they fucking won.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So just a thought there.
They probably already have a championship. It wasn't for Tatum anyways. I'm just saying. I
would feel slighted if I was Brown and I'm playing like this and they fucking around and get with Tatum. I'd be pissed, bro. Like what the fuck? What you mean? He the most outstanding player of the Larry Bird award, nigga. You see y'all watching games?
Right.
I've been saving this nigga, man.
He saved him last night for sure.
For sure.
He brought it home though.
He did, but like he said in post game, JT finally woke up.
Mm-hmm. Which I like that. Hold your brother accountable.
Hold him accountable. I'm sure JT like it too. Hold him accountable, man.
So game 2 is obviously games get played every other day. There's no 2 days in between games. So games are played every other day from here on out. Game 2 is tomorrow night in Boston. We'll see what happens there.
Definitely rooting for Indiana. Let's go.
I'm rooting for Indiana too, but I'm just saying I think the series is over.
Yep.
They need a game.
I know y'all saying they gonna win, but I'm saying pull them brooms out. That's just my opinion.
I'm hoping that ain't the case, man.
Me too.
Hoping that.
Me too.
And I ain't saying it's over. I do think it's over. I'm not going to count Indiana out. Personally, if I was on the team, I'd be like, damn, bro, we had to win that game. We probably gonna lose this shit. But
well, you ain't gonna say it. You thinking in your back of your mind, like
I know Boston. Well, now I won't be saying that. If I'm on a team, I'm probably thinking like Boston's fucking sweet, bro. Like these niggas sweet. Like you see what they did last year at fucking Miami. These niggas are sweet, bro.
That's true because obviously Drew Holiday clown yesterday. You're not gonna get 20 whatever points.
Yeah.
How many points? Yeah, yesterday. Drew Holiday ain't.
Now Horford hit like 4-3. So yeah, if I'm there, I'm like these niggas are sweet, man. Like until they get Porzingis back, I'm not tripping on them right now. Like Miles Turner had a hell of a game yesterday, which is why it just hurts to lose that game though. You had like 4 players get 20 plus, a couple niggas get doubles. You cannot lose that game, man.
It was 7 people outside of, so I think it was 8 players in double figures.
You cannot lose that game. So depending on how the locker room can take it, how their mental is, I don't think it's over. I'm not in the locker room though, so I'm not sure what those guys are built like.
7 people in double figures.
But if I was in the locker room, I'd be like, man, these niggas sweet, bro. We got these niggas, man. Tyree said it last night after the presser. He said, we proved that we know we belong here. Like we knew it, but we showed y'all now. We know we belong here. So hopefully the rest of the team feel the same way and not feel like
yeah. Hopefully they're not just saying the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, like I said, they overcame it. They overcame an 0-2 deficit in New York. Hell, almost 0-3 if it wasn't them hitting that miracle shot.
Crazy 30-footer.
Yeah. So they're not going to quit. They're going to fight. And I think Rick Carlisle is going to instill fight. I think it's good to have a veteran head coach who damn near seen everything in this league. So we'll see. We'll see how they bounce back again.
Just play it with the same game plan, just fast paced. Bait Al Horford in the shoot, keep shooting threes. Just keep running.
I keep picking on Al Horford because that was a mismatch for real. Whoever was guarding Al Horford.
And run. Hey, after a miss, run their ass in the ground, man.
Facts. I wouldn't mind that. Personal note, I wouldn't mind it to the NBA Finals game if in Indiana.
Yeah, if it's in Indiana, I will definitely at least be in the city. I don't know if I'll be at the game, depending on how much ticket costs, but I'm gonna be in the city.
I'll be in the building. I ain't trying. I mean, I'll be in nosebleed, just be in the building. I'll see Ant or Luca in the finals. So, but that's selfish. That's selfish reasons, though.
Ain't nothing wrong with selfish reasons. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I just hate Boston.
Facts.
Throw it out there. Let's put it out there.
That too.
Let's put it out there.
Speaking of and Luca, like I said, game one's underway right now.
Yeah, man, it's a tight game. It's looking like if I had to guess, Minnesota might win, but Dallas can get real sneaky in that second half. But Minnesota's shooting pretty well right now. Let me go look. I'll tell you guys the exacts.
Wait, look, I want to talk about that the one series we didn't talk about. It was a good series, and could have went anyway, but Shea messed up and fouled.
That foul.
Game 6, Thunder and OKC. One, I want to. I know he might not see this, but I say, hey, you still was wrong. OKC is not the weakest number 1 seed we've seen in a while. Series could have easily went either way. Just because they lost in 6 doesn't mean they're weak. So he's still wrong. I know he's been doubling down on that, saying he was right the whole time. Nah, he's still wrong.
Yeah, but just when they lose, I mean they're weak. That's a good team. Dallas is a good team.
Mike not Mike Conley. I'm sorry, but yeah, Dallas is shooting 50% from the field, and right now the Timberwolves are shooting 53%. They playing tough. There's I'm curious how it's gonna turn out.
Well, my only thing is, will they get PJ Washington from last series and this series? That's the key. Like PJ Washington was easily the best player in the second round. Like he was clowning, most consistent.
X factor.
But to your point, I know I just went away because I was looking at to see what the percentages was for this game. The Thunder, I guess, is gonna have some growing pains. It's crazy that Dallas is the younger team because you would think that they were the older team, kind of, But when you're talking about Luca, at least he's younger than Shea, and I didn't know that, because you just wouldn't think that the way they talk about the both players and the Thunder's youth.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder got a pretty bright future, but I do hear that they're going to be moving away from Josh Giddey. What you guys think about that?
That's fair. He was not a factor in this playoffs.
Yeah, he's not a good fit for their core players. He's not good.
Can't shoot.
He's basically the same. He plays kind of the same way Shea plays, just not as good, and he can't shoot. So yeah.
Then obviously dealing with all the stuff off the court. I mean, obviously he was found. I guess he was found innocent. Or I think charges got dropped, but
they never got fouled. But they just saw that he wasn't culpable.
Yeah,
it's the word you're using for he wouldn't be culpable. I mean, from what I understand, and I don't know the details, I guess the girl lied, and she was in the spot where she wasn't supposed to be. Blah 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 blah. I don't know.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean,
but that's tough dealing with that hanging over your head all season. We've seen what one of our favorite players had, which is Kobe Bryant, had court stuff hanging over his head all season. It's tough to play through. So, salute for him at least finishing the season out strong.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that was the reason he struggled. Like he just struggled shooting. Like
well, yeah, I wasn't saying that, but I'm pretty sure that it had a little effect at points. I'm not saying that's
points of time during the season, but I think for sure I wouldn't say that was the sole reason he struggled in the playoffs.
No. I wasn't even trying to imply that.
But they can move. Yeah, they can move on and get a easy upgrade for them. As long as they keep their core. I think their biggest thing is going to be they got to keep Jalen Williams. They can stay
easily. He only just pay him.
He said Chet's on his second. Well, yeah, he's on the second year. So
yeah, Chet's still on a rookie deal. and they have draft picks for years, literally.
Years.
Like they're loaded with draft picks. They can easily just. I think what they're going to probably do is what they've been doing for the last 15, 20 years. Just cycling players out. They're great at drafting players. They're great at developing players. What they're going to do is pay Shea, probably pay Chet, pay Jalen Williams, and use draft picks to either pick other players up to fill the roster out with players, on lower salaries, younger players, or use those picks to trade one of those bigger players and get more picks.
That's my only concern. Like I said, just make sure they sign Jalen Williams. Learn from that James Harden situation. Do not let him go elsewhere. Like you got your big three in OKC with Chet, Shea, and Jay. So
Yeah, maybe find another center, man. Find a I think Chet plays good, maybe more 4 right now, so he get some more weight on his frame. They need a bigger, like more a bigger mass center, like not taller, but a heavier center. Somebody that's gonna be tougher to move in there and can bang a little bit more than Chet can, because he's definitely a little thin, as we all know.
Yeah, and I think in the series, I was able to win play Minnesota. I think Chet probably would have struggled.
He would have been in hell, man. Having to deal with Rudy and having to deal with Cat and Nas Reed, man.
I think he would have struggled. So yeah. But like I said, man, OKC's future is bright. I do expect them to be back, making another run next year.
You'll make some more noise.
I agree.
As long as they're healthy. So.
I can see it.
So who we like in this series? Dallas, Minnesota. Minnesota's up 41-34 right now. 6.5 minutes in the second quarter.
I'm going to. My heart want to tell you Dallas, honestly, but right now the Timberwolves just got this aurora about them, kind of like the Miami Heat had. And they're not really a underdog like the Miami Heat, but they just got that kind of aurora going.
Which Miami Heat?
Well,
last year's team?
Yeah, last year's team. Last year's team.
Not the Bron, the Heat.
That's what I said. I was like, hold on, which Miami Heat?
No, last year's team. Oh, I'm sorry. Last year's team, where it's like, even when they're not supposed to win, they find a way to win. So, like I said, my heart tells me Dallas, but I'm gonna say Minnesota probably wins this in 6 or 7.
I would say Vegas would beg the difference, because I think last time I checked, it might have switched now. I think Minnesota was the favorite to win it all, according to Vegas.
I think right now they are. But I have to agree with Doc. I like Minnesota in this. I think their defense is going to be key in this series. I think it's also I think they just have the size advantage over Dallas. Dallas has some decent size, but they're young. Ladley Jr. is a rookie. I think he'll have a challenging time this series with dealing with Cat and dealing with Gobert. I think Ant's going to step up to the challenge and try to guard Kyrie, try to slow him down. And I think they have multiple different bodies that they can throw at Luka. So I think they're going to frustrate Luka. I think we're going to see Luka get very frustrated this series, crying at the refs a lot. And I see Timberwolves probably in 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Dallas is kind of in a situation, at least right now, the way this game is going. I think Dallas is in a situation Indiana was in last night. Like, you need to steal game 1. Right now it's going back and forth. Luka's getting to the rim at ease. Kyrie's getting to the rim at ease. They're just gonna need that third score. I haven't seen what PJ Washington is doing so far. But right now it's a 2-man game with Luka and Kyrie for the most part. But I think the longer the series goes on, I'm with you. I just think that Minnesota has more bodies they can throw at Luka, and the fact that Luka is not 100%.
He's pretty banged up.
Hell, we even just saw he finished at the rim, and
that got me a little nervous.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, but the boy's a baller, and it doesn't look. I gotta go see him in person because he don't look like he's moving fast, but he just always finds a way to get to that basket.
No, he's definitely not moving fast at all.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he is. They used to say Paul Pierce's speed was like deceptive, yeah, like real deceptive. Where it looks slow, but when you out there on that court, it's like, oh, he's moving a little bit faster than I thought he was.
Probably his quick first step.
That's what I used to have. I wasn't fast, but if I ain't beat you on the first step, you probably stay with me. But
But yeah, I think Minnesota had, like I said, they got more bodies they can keep. I wouldn't say keep Luka and Kyrie in hell, but get guys to frustrate them, get up under their skin.
I say, it don't look like they in hell right now. Them boys is balling.
Yeah,
but it's first half,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Everything get a little bit tighter on that second half.
That's only game one. Like I say, obviously, the more games you play against the same guys, the more you can understand
it. A little bit different. And I like Minnesota's bench better. I like their supporting cast better. I think they're a better built team. I think overall.
So I think it will be a fun series regardless. But I said Minnesota. I told the coach I said Minnesota in 6, but I would not be surprised if it goes 5. Honestly.
You ain't wrong though. I'm looking at the score, the way distribution, and Kyrie and Luka got 15. Kyrie got 15 and Luka got 14 right now. Everybody else got 2, 3, 2.
They don't need Tim Hardaway Jr. They don't need PJ Washington.
So
what else are you expecting to do? Get you double figures in Minnesota? You can get. Of course, you're gonna have Ant. You're gonna have Cat. But you can Rudy get you double figures sometimes. Jaden Daniels can get double figures. Mike Conley can get double figures.
Nah,
double figures off the bench. So you got multiple guys that come in and get double figures.
Yeah, and it's not that everybody else is shooting okay. It's just like Kyrie and Luka just got the 1-2 punch going on right now. So I'll be curious to see how it turns out. Everybody else. The next person that most amount of shots is PJ Washington. Is 4. He's 1 for 4. Everybody else only has 1 or 2 shots, and Kyrie is 7 for 10, and Luka's 6 for 12 right now.
Usually how I go to Luka's usually first quarter, first half heavy, and then second half he come out usually finding the assist and getting guys open for threes. And then fourth quarter if it's close, then they just kind of whoever hot him or Kyrie take over.
But my only thing is, like I said, come out and trying to find guys with threes. They ain't making shots, and like I said, they taking most of the shots.
Yeah, they ain't got a rhythm going.
They ain't got no rhythm for real. So
be dangerous.
Yeah, I think that's playing with fire right now. But obviously, I mean, that's what we always say on the road about playoffs team on the road. You superstars got to win your road game. So
yeah,
they're doing their part, at least for game 1. So we shall see. We shall see.
It looks like we some boxing.
Yeah, man, we got a newly crowned undisputed heavyweight champion. I believe it's the first heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis. I believe we talked about it since Friday. Couldn't remember, but I believe it's the first undisputed heavyweight champion we have since Lennox Lewis and Alexander Usyk.
Tyson Fury takes his first loss in his career. I know he's wondering, like, maybe I should have just went ahead and just retired.
We didn't see it coming, man. We said it on Friday. I thought Fury was gonna win. After looking at the tape and after looking at everything, I thought Fury was older. I didn't know he was younger than Usyk. And we mean too.
I feel like he lost too much weight. I know they were saying that it was a good thing, but he looks sick to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe you heavyweight too. You can't. It's hard to tell, but he just like when everybody, he looks so good. I'm like, man, he don't look good to me. He just ain't look good to me.
He don't look good to me. I'm weak as hell.
I don't think he was focused, honestly. I mean,
he lost a lot of weight though, bro. Like he was training for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he training, but I don't think he was focused. I mean, he had the one fight with UFC fighter. He didn't look good in that fight,
and he wasn't focused in that fight either. Let's be real. You talking about the fight with
Francis
Ngannou?
Yeah,
he didn't look focused in that fight either. But yeah, he did. I don't know. Something just didn't look right about Fury. His head ain't in no more, which is dangerous in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't play boxing.
But it's crazy though. I mean, even on score, if it wasn't for that 9th round, though, I think he would have won. Because I know Usyk won by split decision. So if it wasn't for that 9th round, either he would have won or it would have been a draw. Which
he thinks he won.
Yeah, he thinks he won. I mean,
no, he didn't. But he thinks he won.
He gets. They already said it's automatic rematch clause, no matter who was lost. So We will see that fight again.
I'm here for it. I think Tyson Fury wins, and then I think Tyson they go for a third one, and whoever it is, Tyson Fury should go off into the sunset.
Yeah, I mean, ain't too many more heavyweights to really challenge them too. So obviously, I know that they'll throw Joshua in there eventually.
I don't need to see Wilder anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Wilder, but I just nothing against his career. I think I'm good. Yeah, you get to a point you're just like I think I'm good.
We've seen enough.
Yeah. This is I hate to say it. I think they're trying to use him to build up the next. I forget the guy's name, Jarrell Anderson, I believe. Because Wilder has a fight next June 1st over there.
Next week.
Yeah, well, he has a fight, and it's basically a cupcake.
He should knock the dude out.
Yeah, and then he's supposed to fight the Jarrell Anderson dude in August. So I think they're trying to set.
So this is kind of like a tune-up then.
Tune-up to get him to be a stepping stone for the new guy coming in.
Yeah, I think because if Anderson beats Wilder, then you are going to say, oh, he's the next great American. So
he's right. It's like, oh, come on.
So yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. So, but yeah.
And Wilder, I didn't realize how old he is. He can really go off into the sunset and be cool.
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah,
he turned 39 this year.
Yeah, he need to chill.
Yeah, we said after last loss to Joseph Parker. Like it's hard to get that hunger back when you got all the money you need. You took care of your family already, and the only reason we said it last time, the only reason you got into it to help your daughter. Now that she's doing well, your family's well, you're well off. You ain't got to
chill.
You ain't got to drive no more. So.
Hey, he ain't looking like One Punch Man no more, bruh.
Well, he looking like I mean, that's all he got though.
Yeah, well, that's all he always had. That's what I'm saying. He ain't looking like it.
Yeah, that's all he got, and it's left him. So he need to leave the sport before he gets himself hurt.
Ooh.
Okay, then, PJ.
Okay, PJ. He must not have no baby mama drama going on right now. Anybody got anything else?
Nah, I think that's about it. I mean, Caitlin Clark is 0-4. I mean, she's looking better as the games go along. But 0-4.
You gotta get used to that physicality, man. Like we saying, she gonna be all right because she can shoot the hell out the ball, so she's gonna be okay. But like I remember, like I'm telling you, I just remember my first time, even though I was high school, probably sophomore, something like that, playing against a real D1 guy. Or even just a freshman, I played against Adrian Grace, who, top 100 basketball player. And I'm like, I mean, I'm good. And it's like, but it's a different type of strength. I mean, the elite players, you got to get used to it.
It's different speed, different strength, everything is different.
And they punishing her. She come to the rack, she's getting hit. And I ain't mad at it. She's getting hit.
And on defense, she's getting targeted.
Yep. They gonna make her earn it, and then it'll get a little bit easier for her when she earns it. I think Cameron Brink had a pretty good game for the Sparks last night. I think she had 8 points and something. She played well.
She had 4 points, but she had a very key block.
Two. Yeah. She was 2 for 2. 2 for 2. You're right.
She had a very.
She's playing good defense. She keeps it up. Win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, very good block.
She didn't even stay out of foul trouble. I mean, she had foul trouble back in college. Like
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Every game's like I watch you fat out. Like goddamn. See on the court. But yeah, she plays great defense, man. Use that long frame she has very well.
Shout out to Angel Reese too over in Chicago, man. I know that they knocked off Dallas the other night. I'm just waiting for Cardoso to get healthy. Like it sucks that she's dealing with a messed up shoulder.
Crazy, man.
Shoulders, bro.
Yeah, when she get back is up.
And then Ram, man. Your girls need Chelsea, man.
Yeah, I watched the game last night, man. It was
Kalia Cooper, 37.
Yeah, she went off on this, man. But yeah, we definitely need our point guard back. Kelsey. I love you, Kelsey Plum, but you're not a point guard.
Sabrina, who just came out with this purple shoes? Fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
Like a Kobe shoe, hey.
Fire.
Shout out Sabrina, man. I love it.
I'll take that fire. Like that's not, it's not. I ain't no shoe head. That's our other brother on the show.
Yeah.
Fire.
That's fire.
I'll probably swipe a pair.
Nah, I love it. First one's nice too. I ain't gonna lie. First one's nice.
And Looks like TNT. They're already looking. Looks like they found a way to replace the NBA, which is they're expecting to lose, which looks like nothing official yet. But it looks like they already found a replacement. Looks like they got a 5-year agreement with a college football playoff game. So looks like they may be airing college football playoff games on TNT.
Nice.
Yeah, you see, Chuck said he's gonna be on LinkedIn trying to find him a job.
What'd he say?
Say he's gonna be on LinkedIn trying to find a job.
They smart. They smart. They take everybody, but can't. Well, they take everybody if they'll have them. But if Ernie wants to stay, you just try to get the next best thing. They say it won't be the same, but it ain't got to be the exact same.
They're gonna get Lefko.
They can do it.
Lefko.
Yeah. I'd say get everybody wherever you go. Got to bring Candace Parker with you. Bring Candace Parker with you.
Gotta bring Ace. Gotta bring Jamal. Reggie, do what you want to do, Reggie. Shout out Reggie.
Reggie did just re-up on that. He did just get like another 6-year deal or something like that.
Shout out Reggie, man. You can do what you want to do, Reggie. If you want to come over, you bring him over too. It's whatever.
Bring Kevin Harlan too. Make sure Kevin Harlan could still call NBA.
Bring Harlan for sure.
Is that bang? No,
that's not my brain.
I can't. You can't keep up with these dudes.
Harlan
is starting to get old.
He was the one that did the Minnesota shit.
Yeah, Harlan really don't. He really don't. He got classic call, but he doesn't have a catch.
Yeah, it's more so just his voice. When you hear his voice, like, oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I miss hand down, man down.
Yeah,
did y'all see that report about why
Mama, there goes that man.
Did y'all see the report why they rumorly got rid of Van Gundy?
Yeah, you see that video? It wasn't even that bad. He used to go way harder than that in the video I saw. Well, he was just talking about they gave somebody a technical foul. So somebody in Draymond Green was arguing. They gave they gave a player a technical foul. The player's a second technical. He got tossed out the game. He was saying it's a terrible call. He did it a lot though. He did that kind of shit a lot, and that wasn't even that hard. Right? The video I saw on Twitter wasn't even that bad. He used to go way harder than that on the refs. On bad calls though, so rightfully so.
Yeah, obviously we already know he said he was heavily criticizing officials and some of the rules the NBA was making. But
isn't that what you want though? Like,
you don't want a yes man, and he don't work for the NBA. He works for ESPN. He didn't work for the NBA. But I guess technically work for the NBA because the NBA.
Well, they said that.
They had a hit. They can't fire him.
Well, I mean, obviously ESPN they came out and said no, they didn't. But I mean, we know the real thing. But ESPN basically said they let him go because he was showing interest in returning to coaching, which is like, bro, what? Like
everybody y'all having y'all staff shows interest in coaching.
I said, yeah. So why would you bring back Doc Rivers then?
All right, y'all brought him back. He gone already. JJ Redick about to leave. If you get hired for the Lakers job, which is a whole other fucking podcast we have on that shit. You got Bob Myers fucking leaving, going to fucking Washington. Like, what are y'all talking about, man? Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that didn't make no fucking sense to me. But yeah, I just seen that earlier today. So
ESPN, fuck out of here.
Obviously. We had halftime of the game. Halftime, Dallas and Minnesota. 3-point lead for Minnesota, 62-59. We appreciate everybody who tapped in with us. We gonna get to the crib so we can watch the second half of this game. Randy, you can just turn right around and enjoy the rest of it. For the good brother, Fly Man Rand, Josh Evans, D-Town Blend has been down to wire 513, episode 331. We'll catch y'all this Friday for Sports and Spirits, so we can't go another week without talking about game 2.
Too many games
tomorrow. Yeah,
too many games. Too many games.
Y'all have a safe. If y'all tap in with us Friday, have a safe Memorial Day weekend, and we'll catch y'all when we see y'all. We out.
Peace.